GoPro with a windscreen. See how that goes. Can't see what I'm doing though. So I'm out here riding the school again. I'm trying to get a better feel for foot position and where it needs to be for me. It seems like there's a very, very narrow window where it feels just right. Anything else feels a little weird and it affects my turning and my stability. So that's kind of what I'm working on. I also have a windscreen on the GoPro, so I'm curious if it will make a difference. So we'll see. Windscreen that way, windscreen that way, that way, that way. See how much this helps? Still don't feel 100% right. On a pretty narrow sidewalk here. Now exiting one of the waterways entrances right now. Into a stiff headwind. I've felt this many times on the bike. Right. I'm thinking about crossing the road over here. There's a lot of traffic, so I might skip it. Back into the school. A little bit of twisting sidewalk here. So right in the beginning I went over that lip of sidewalk that made me fall a couple weeks ago. And I actually did a little pseudo hop where you kind of squeeze it and jump a little bit, and I didn't fall off. Didn't look good, but I didn't fall off, so that was some progress. Tight turn. Tight turn. Tight turn. Barrier. Ground barrier. Go. Right turn onto speed bump. Look how my feet are. This actually kind of feels the most comfortable. I don't have them very far forward, but I don't know. I feel like I have more control like this. Wind test. It's windy. Wind test. Wind test. Okay, this is like a 180 kind of. Not super smooth, but effective. I think what happens if I have my feet too far forward is as I turn, my big feet naturally push forward on the pedals and starts accelerating me into the turn, which makes me lose it. So I think I definitely need to have my feet back somewhat based on my foot size. Okay, got across the road. I'm gonna go into the orange tree development next. A little narrow, but it's not really bothering me. I'm all right. Welcome to the orange tree development. Very nice. Kind of prefer being out on the road just because someone can dart behind a car here in the driveway into the sidewalk. Hitting no tilt back, no speed warnings yet, so getting better at cruising at a comfortable speed. Feels better than last night. Completed a big loop, heading back out. Okay, cruising. Cruising for a bruising. Don't know if you can see that, but I've crossed 50 miles. I'm at 51.9 miles. I hope this windscreen is working. It cost me like $18. Lots of what the hell is that looks. What the hell's he doing? What the hell's he filming? What the hell's he riding? Get used to it. back in waterways. Ugh. I just sat down here for a break. It's definitely easier to go farther on the Mini Pro than the Ninebot One, at least for me. Check my stats. Current ride 5.2 miles, 53.5 total miles. Vehicle temperature 133 degrees. So I guess that's okay. Average speed 9.8 miles an hour. So it's going well. Definitely have found that it's better for me to have my feet further back a little bit. So because of how big my feet are, if I have them forward on the pedal, it really affects my turning, and it also makes me speed more. So I can turn better if my feet are back slightly further. So that's going to vary by your body type. It's good to stretch a little bit. I really need to learn to bring water. You know, I'm not running or anything, but I always wind up with a very sweaty shirt just because of the way you activate all your muscles when you're doing this. So, yeah, need some water. I guess I could get some water at the track. They have a water fountain over there. I think that's the plan. Time to go. Foot adjustment. Okay, feels a little better. Get that shit fixed. In case you haven't noticed, this is another one of the very pretty developments around us. Very pretty. Made it. Long ride, very long. Quick spin around Palmetto Ridge High. Heading back to the car now. Almost dinner time. Hope this windscreen works. Home stretch. Home stretch. Actually hit tilt back a few times, but it might be because my speed is a little bit reduced from the mileage. I'm not sure. My feet are tired. And legs. Okay. One time I tried to make this turn here when a couple weeks ago, and I crashed. So let's see if I can do this. I can. Tree. Whoa. Alright, so I used to not be able to do that, now I can. Awesome. Okay, total distance in that ride, again, don't know if you can see it, 7.9 miles, which I believe is the longest session I've done so far, mileage-wise at least. Average speed of 10. So yeah, that's good. It's quite good for me. No crashes. Still have those unpredictable times when I get like tension in my leg, and it almost feels like it locks up for a little bit, and then I start drifting the wrong direction, and then it's hard for me to compensate. It's usually just momentary, and luckily it never happens when it matters. You know, I have room to recover, but it does happen once in a while, so still trying to work that out. But I think I've determined that in addition to, you know, having my feet off the bottle slightly to give me more maneuverability, that I'm better off with my feet back a little bit more. I had been placing my foot far forward on the pedal with a big chunk of it hanging off the front, and I think that was making me top heavy and affecting my turns. So I'm going to be riding a little bit more of a back position. But other than that, yeah, it's been great. Good ride. Still learning, still loving it. And that's it. Till next time, Deathman out.